And a few weeks later... Withdrawn and scrapped. Why? Just why? Southwestern? Why?
What a waste of fucking money.
Exactly, I agree with that completely.
And then you decided, oh no, we've used the 458 instead, we've burnt them back to 4 cars.
Yeah.
I'm going to use them on the Portsmouth services.
Hello there, folks. It's Wednesday, and you know what that means. Rails yours, we train 205 as we head. Well, we were going underground on Sunday. Well, we're going underground again today, just not underground. We're going overground. And specifically, we're going overground to the Isle of Wight line for the final scenario of this route, which is finish the Isle, operate a Class 484 passenger service from Shanklin to Ryde Pier Head, finish the journey by coupling to a remaining trains, and head back to Ryde St Johns depot. So, grab your ticket, get in line, Sheldon here as well to have some fun, and for one final time, let's go to the island.
Yeah, I'll save that after this because we're going to go take a look at the mastery for the Isle of Wight remastered route. You're probably wondering what it is. Well, if you follow me down here...
What is it?
Preferably not into the fence because that does nothing. And then we go around the little corner here. You'll notice a little tarpaulin.
Ah!
And if you look at this tarpaulin, this may be shades of a bygone era.
38 stock.
Yes. Ooh, somebody's put dinosaurs all over the tarpaulin. Look at it.
You know, that's actually true.
Well, this actually here.
This did actually happen.
Oh, did it?
Not with 1 carriage, though, with 2.
Ah.
Because there was a 38 stock that was here.
Yeah.
But it ended up going to the...
What?
Well...
Okay.
Bye, world!
Bye. Yeah,
We're going to hell, are we?
We're going to hell for all the times we've talked shit about Rivet, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to say on behalf of everyone, it's his fault. Me personally, I would have chose someone better, but if it promotes the game, it promotes the game. What can we say? Anyway.
Not this game.
Not this game, no, that's for sure. Welcome to Shanklin. You've been instructed to take this 484 passenger service from Shanklin to Ryde Pier Head. Once you have arrived at Ryde Pier Head, you will switch trains, bring the unused service back to Ryde St Johns depot. I think that's an easy one to do. No problem.
Pretty easy.
It is, and after the debacle, that was the thingamabob, the whatchamacallit.
Bakerloo?
No, not the Bakerloo, the mastery of this level. We are hopefully going to do some semblance of normality. We shall say.
And this is the last scenario.
This is. It's the last scenario of. No, we just need to sort the doors out. That's not the door sorting button. It is over there. I've got to go. You got to go do it yourself manually. It's right there.
Even though these will be making an appearance in the Great Western Railway remaster.
They will. Whenever we get.
See, this is the thing, right? The Wild Main Line.
Yes.
Now the guys do reskins for that route with the 710s into the 720s and the 345.
Yes.
But that looks good.
It does.
Okay, yes, the 720s don't have vertical seats, but who cares?
Who cares?
It's going to be at Stratford.
It is, yeah. It's only going to be AI at Stratford, isn't it?
But he's done the right coach formations as well, has he?
Yes.
So we'll see a 5-car/720, even though it's...
Or a 4. Because they do have 4s.
Is it a C2C that 5?
C2C have 5. Greater Anglia also have 5s, but they have 4s as well.
Ah.
So they have a mixture of
4
5
5 cars.
Yes.
So basically, okay, yes, it's a reskin of a 710, but it won't look out of place at Stratford.
It will not look out of place at Stratford.
Unlike the Great Western Railway remaster,
Yes.
when they've reskinned these into the D78 stock, it looks shit.
It does. Speaking of, that reminds me, there is one thing that I did forget about the Wild Main Line. Whether we see it or not, that remains to be seen. Because we also go over another line. We go over the Chiltern Main Line, don't we?
We do.
He's gone and reskinned a 166 into the Chiltern colours.
Interesting.
Not a full Chiltern livery, but temporary Chiltern livery.
Yeah, because I don't think they got the license for Chiltern.
No, I think it's going to appear basically all white. All white is going to appear in, but that's fine.
But to be honest, though, when you're looking down at it up from the mild bay line, you won't notice it.
You won't notice it. I bet we're going to go over the lines. We're not going to notice a lot of it anyway, are we? But we will be making sure when we do go over the mild bay line, when we get it, that we are going to be looking out all over the place. But the first thing I will be doing is not going to be the scenario. It's going to be I'm going to go for the collectibles, because I want to get that video out straight. Well, I'll get it out, but it won't go out straight away. It'll just go out
when you get it.
When I get it, and when I put it all together as well.
So as you're putting it to the lake,
yes.
The wise man once said.
The wise man did say. If you have not yet liked, commented, subscribed, turned on the post notifications to let you know when a new video drops on the line, you're missing out on a treat, because Grado has just subscribed to Big Jet TV.
Really?
Really?
That better not be the Grado.
I'll guarantee you now, look at that profile, I'll guarantee you it is the Grado. Yeah, we're going to have to... Yeah, can you click on the dots? Can you go to the profile?
No.
No, but to basically type it on YouTube. This is going to be the shocker of the day, folks. Grado Wrestling.
Actually, that's
Why?
Google.
Yes, why on Yahoo or YouTube? Grado Wrestling. Grado. I think you can go in channel. Yeah, if you go filter, you can click channel. There it is at the top. 42 subscribers. More about this channel. Doesn't tell you much. Posts. What's he posted?
Yeah, that's fake.
It's not the real Grado.
You're a phony.
You're a phony.
A big fat phony.
Well, some say he is fat and some say he is phony, but enough about me. But yeah, I honestly got doomed. I thought that was going to be Grado then. Everyone's like, welcome Grado, welcome Grado. I'm waiting for someone to say, it's yourself.
Well, that's not itself.
No, it's not, is it?
That's not yourself.
It's not yourself, is it? It really isn't yourself. Oh my god, have I had anything come through on the notifications? No.
I call that Faco.
Faco. Faco. Oh. Unbelievable. Ooh.
Mind you, that's like Rivet Games. Fake.
Rivet Games is as fake as fake can get. Ooh. Tiffany Stratton on her first WrestleMania, you're damn right. What is she going to do for her first WrestleMania? New scam going around. Oh yeah, the winter subsidy. Yeah, I knew about that. I knew about the winter subsidy. Sabrina Carpenter with black hair.
Oh yeah, I forgot to show you that. I saw that while you were in the toilet.
I saw that a couple of weeks ago, so you're fine.
Alright.
You're fine on...
No, there is actually a new scam going around that I've seen on Facebook.
458532 is now at Long Marston. Future uncertain. Southwestern Railway are screaming for units, and you've sent a 4585 to Long Marston.
I'm sure you could have converted that to a 458/4.
I know, but apparently no, it's not good enough, so it's gone.
They are a bunch of cowboys.
They're idiots. The thingies are not. The 701s are barely getting out in numbers, and you're sending units to scrap or storing them.
It was like
You're an idiot.
when the 442s came.
Yep, the 442s were supposed to be the saviour.
So they brought the 442s back, refurbished them, put them in service,
And a few weeks later,
withdrawn, scrapped.
withdrawn and scrapped. Why? Just why? Southwestern? Why?
What a waste of fucking money.
Exactly, I agree with that completely.
And then you decided, oh no, we've used the 458s instead, we've burnt them back to 4 cars.
Yeah.
I'm going to use them on the Portsmouth services. Not on a suburban service.
I know, they're saying they're for the Portsmouth
They're
service.
supposed to be for your express services. Are you putting them on the suburban services?
And when I went down to Virginia Water to do the Virginia Water to Feltham stretch, there were 458s aplenty down that way. Not a single 458. I guarantee you now, you go to Vauxhall today or Waterloo today, look at all the Portsmouth services, and you will see 10 cars, 8 cars, and none of those 8 cars will be 458s. I guarantee you right now. And if Waterloo has an issue today, then Waterloo's got an issue.
Well, no, we do, because they're going to go easterly to Farrow, have they? Oh, there's 2 different routes.
There's 2 different routes, yeah. So if you just type in actually Portsmouth and Southsea PMS, I think that's Portsmouth and Southsea's coast. Is it PMS? Yes. And then you type in Waterloo from there. Today is good.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we got to replace the bus services to Portsmouth Harbour. Since when? I was going to say, these have to be short-term plans, surely. What's gone on here?
Yeah.
What has gone on here?
Either the Great Western Railway services are going to Portsmouth and Southsea.
Yeah, why well, they have to, because they got to get through Portsmouth and Southsea to Portsmouth Harbour. But why?
I'll tell you what, there's a lot of track.
Find out off National Rail. National Rail would have the answer. Right. Oh, I wonder if it's something to do with Portsmouth Harbour. I wonder if it's something to do with status disruptions. Yeah, it'll be in one of the first ones here. Lines have reopened. Chandler's Ford. Show all clear disruption ones there. Pontypridd. There. Lines reopened. Disruption. Portsmouth, Southsea, Havant, and Fareham. Is that it? Due to a fault with the signal. Oh, that's between Havant and Tilsea. No. So that's not it. Is it in engineering work? Yeah, we can go operate to Southwestern, can't we? Let's have a look. Southwestern today. Ah, infrastructure upgrade work. I did not know that. I must apologise, I was not familiar with your game. Buses. So Saturday to Tuesday, buses replace trains Fareham, Portsmouth Harbour. Wednesday, buses replace trains Portsmouth Southsea to Portsmouth Harbour. These buses will be provided by South Western Railway. Buses replace trains Portsmouth Southsea, Portsmouth Harbour. I wonder who's doing that then. Because you don't need much.
I'll tell you what.
What?
I wouldn't be surprised if they use that turn-back platform at Fareham.
It wouldn't surprise you, would it? So what is actually going on?
Turn-back platform, bay platform.
Infrastructure improvement engineering work is taking place in the Portsmouth Harbour area. I wonder what actually... There is a video. They're saying track renewal. No, they're not. They are Portsmouth area.
No, just saying.
I'll replace it with Fareham and Portsmouth Harbour. That's alright, that's the week after we go. Thank fuck.
In fact, there's actually a line that's closing, I think it's next week, 4 week long track renewal.
Which one's that?
That's the Windsor and Eton Riverside line.
Let's go!
Because they're replacing 400 metres of track at a bridge.
Yeah.
So between Staines and Windsor, there'd be no trains operating.
Well, that doesn't surprise me. On the PlayStation Store, how come I can't find the Metrolink F59? I'm trying to pre-order it for tomorrow. Well, I'll give you a good hint there, Mr. Tyler Mahan. It's not available for pre-order. So you have to wait until tomorrow to buy it. Or the 20th of February when we're recording this. And I bet the 7 comments here are roasting him.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Can't pre-order it though, saying that. Why don't you get early access for any? Hold on. Can't pre-order it though, saying that. Why would you don't get early access or anything? The only Train Sim World things for pre-order are new to the game each year. None of the DLC has ever been put in pre-order for consoles. It's always been a thing you can't pre-order DLC. You know you can't pre-order DLC, right? Reply. Why? Yeah, why? That's a good question. Because you can't. You have to wait until it's available for purchase. You've never been able to pre-order DLC. It's not a thing.
So you can pre-order the game, but you can't pre-order DLCs.
Yes. What's this come from Chilton? Let's have a look. Good afternoon, everyone. Could you please send me a passport-style photo of yourself for your new ID card? Huh? Okay, I did not know this was going to be a thing, Stagecoach.
Okay.
Please note, if this photo is not in this format, you will need to resend one that is. You don't need to go to the cost of the photo booth. Most phones now take this style of photo. Head and shoulder shots only, please. Do they? Do cameras do passport photos now? Is it portrait?
Yeah, it's portrait, just like...
So hold on, I can just do this.
Yeah. Well, you might have to take the glasses off as well. Do one with the glasses, one with them off.
Hold on then. I'm gonna there you go. I can just do that. Although now my eyes look awful.
Yeah.
And now I'll do one with the glasses just to make sure.
Yeah.
There we go. I like how my phone is saying find a face. Wow, that's actually doing something stupid. So it's portrait.
I think it is, yes.
Is it not in more? I can do... What have we got? AR zone. Oh no, that goes emoji and whatnot.
Hang on.
I think that's how it goes. Anyway, I've got if I've got them. Passport photo on phone, yeah. How do you how do I make passport size photo on my phone? Oh, it's going to be one of those tips video. Yes, you can. Most smartphones. Okay. I think that's fine enough then.
Yeah.
I think it's fine enough, unless there's something I'm missing. Or is it one of one?
No, one of one's an Instagram photo.
Oh, one of one is for Instagram.
Yeah.
So 3, 4. Well, I'll send them both. I'm
If
not.
they say no, then we'll find out.
Well, yeah, we'll find out very soon enough. You talk, Natter, to the camera about because we're going up to Smallbrook Junction.
Are we stopping at Smallbrook Junction?
Yes, we are stop. It says. Did you not see up the corner? It says stop at location. Smallbrook Junction, platform 1. 21:34.
Technically, we should not be stopping at Smallbrook Junction at this time.
Why not?
Because the station's only open during the steam days.
All right then. Who owns this route again?
Vivid Games.
All right. You know exactly what's happening.
They're getting a fucking red card.
Yep, they're getting a fucking red card. Have that.
Smallbrook Junction, you can't even leave the station. It's just one of those stations that is built as an interchange for the Heritage Railway.
Yes.
And technically, when it goes dark, especially like at 8 o'clock in the evening, that station is actually closed.
It is.
And that's why I wanted Great British Railway's headquarters to be built there, so they can't get access to it.
You're an evil man, sir.
Damn right.
You're an evil man.
Speaking of Great British Railways, apparently there's a consultation that's happening. An 8-week consultation.
Is there?
I noticed it this week, but I haven't read it properly. I think they want people's feedback on how the railway should be run.
Do they?
Yeah. Because the one thing I did read is that the Great British Railways will be state-owned, which is what people have been asking for, but it's kind of not. Because the rolling stock will be private operators, but the companies will be the public, like some are now.
Are they?
But apparently they also want to simplify tickets as well.
How's that work for the London North Eastern Railway? Who said that out loud? Who said that out loud? Anyway, I'll let you get back to it because he said this message.
In fact, somebody did a video I seen on YouTube. I think they're more travelling, or they did it as a one-off kind of video. But they actually brought a £250 ticket first class with LNER. Just to try out.
Did they?
Yeah.
How'd that work out for them?
I didn't watch the video, so I don't know.
Oh, good.
But apparently, somebody that I don't watch occasionally, but watch now and then,
Yeah.
has done a video basically that's saying, I found a way of beating LNER's ridiculous train prices by flying from Edinburgh to London with a layover in Amsterdam.
I'd do that. I would love to do that.
And apparently doing that way is cheaper than travelling on the train.
It would not surprise me in the slightest.
Well, yeah, because something like Newcastle to Dunbar's £15 each way.
Is it?
You're going to get single tickets on that. That's 30 quid. That's a bit of a rip-off.
Now let's see if you know the reason here. So, a plane flies from New York to Moscow.
Okay.
In a curve, it's 7,500 kilometres.
Okay.
If it was a straight line, it'd be 8,910 kilometres. Why do you think that is?
That's a good question.
The answer is simple, more simpler than you think.
It's faster.
No.
Wind?
No. No. Much
Because
more.
they're not in a straight line?
Go on. You're starting to get there.
Because where from in America?
New York.
Because New York and Moscow is not in a straight line.
Because
The world is circle.
there you go. Exactly. It's flying 7,500 kilometres in a circle. If it went 8,900 in a straight line, you have to go right through the earth to go and do it. And that's not happening, is it? What will happen to the plane?
Crash.
Exactly. So,
So in other words, it just proves that the world is not flat.
also, it allows me to pull up maths with Ian, because technically maths is a science and science is maths. Go with it. Just don't argue with it. But this concept originates from the Riemannian geometry, which is more suitable for curved surfaces. Flight planners use this method to plan the shortest route to save time and fuel. These geodesic paths represent the most efficient routes on a sphere, so instead of flying in a straight line as on a flat map, airplanes fly along the curved trajectories, which in three-dimensional reality are the shortest paths. These routes are a fascinating demonstration of the curvature of the Earth. Each flight follows a route that seems counterintuitive, but in fact represents the shortest distance and the least effort on our spherical planet.
Hang on.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
What you didn't see there is I used the pot, is it?
I forget what this thing is called in
That's
front of our
protecting the microphone.
Yes.
And I put both fingers at the top of it, and then I just did that. And literally, going around it was quicker than going down a straight line.
Exactly. Exactly. That's how it works. See, to me and you would have thought, oh, well, we went to Dublin straight line, but it's not a straight line. Because if you look in a straight line, can you see Dublin?
No.
Because it's curved away from us with the curvature of the Earth. And now here comes everyone of the people saying, oh, the Earth's not curved, the Earth is flat. Fuck you. Anyone that thinks the Earth is flat, red card for you.
Yes.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. I have just red carded all the people that says the Earth is not round. The Earth is flat. And here I'll get some more for you. All those that think that 9/11, oh, they were missiles, not planes. Here's one for you. You can have a red card too. Because everybody saw clear as day that what hit the Twin Towers on 9/11 were bloody aeroplanes, not bloody missiles, you blind as fuck. Ah!
Why are you starting that up? Or was that in the past?
Oh, all the conspiracy theorists are like, oh, it wasn't planes that hit the World Trade Centers. It was your imagination. It was really missiles. Huh? So a missile has wheels, a tail fin, and wings.
And people on board.
And people on board. Although technically some would argue that yes, it did turn into a missile in the end, because it turned into a big, massive, giant missile.
Yeah.
But they were saying no, it was a full-on weapon of mass destruction missile that was being used. No. Absolutely not. And then those same conspiracy theorists, right, want to say, oh, but the Twin Towers, they weren't brought down because of the fires. Someone set off an explosion inside, and that's what brought them down. Okay. Then I say to this: who had the time when the police had cordoned off the area to run up 90 flights of stairs to put an explosion in there, and then run down 90 sets of stairs? All in an hour to get out and get safe distance away and then go boom. Because not even the firemen could get up 90 floors with all of their equipment on in an hour. So,
I got a conspiracy theory about conspiracy.
You got a conspiracy theory.
I got a conspiracy theory about the conspiracy theorists.
So you've got a conspiracy theory going on right now about those that give conspiracy theories. And what's that conspiracy theory, sir?
They're a bunch of fucktardy bellends of
Thank you very much. You've given me some work to do there as well. I appreciate you for doing that. Also, I appreciate you saying that as well. Because somebody needed to say it. That's a nice skyline there of
it is
Ryde right there. I think we'll take that as well.
I think it's people with too much time on their hands.
Too much time on their hands. Yeah, well, they're all sitting in. All the conspiracy theorists are really sitting in a white room, aren't they? They've got white padded walls. They've got a straitjacket around them. I see things late at night, and they're all rocking up and down in their padded cells, are they? No nobody in their right mind believes that what happened on September 11th, 2001 was a bloody missile. Nobody in their world believes it was some explosion that went off. Nobody in their right mind. And if they do believe that in their right mind, I'm sorry, but they're out of order.
Exactly.
They're out of order. Because people died. I think, I can't remember, was it 3,000 odd or was it 2,000 odd? It was one of those. It was a big number.
Yeah.
It was a massive number.
Because you gotta think, not just the World Trade Center, it was the Pentagon.
Pentagon as well, yeah. Apparently that was a missile too.
And there was a fourth one, but I can't remember the fourth.
Oh, yes, it was in Pennsylvania, wasn't it? And it was.
Oh, no, was it going for the?
It was going to Camp David.
Yeah.
Well, that's what everyone thinks was where it was going, because Camp David is over in that area.
But we don't know the exact.
But we don't know the exact. The trajectory did put it on a collision course with Camp David, which wouldn't have made any sense. What are you guys still doing on this train? We're out of here. We're done.
Bye.
You got to go, I'm afraid. Okay, that's locked. Do you really have to push that to it? That is gay.
I don't think there's even buttons on the 484 to push.
No, I
for
don't
that.
think there is either. But
Excuse me?
okay. Hello? Hi. Yeah, don't mind us. We're just getting on there. Don't mind us being in your lap. Now, if that was a woman, then we would say something. But never mind. But no, I'm pretty. Even if you go, because there's Wikipedia pages dedicated to 9/11. The location of that fourth plane, which crashed in Pennsylvania, was never disclosed, but it's always thought that. Yeah, there you go, September 11 attacks. It's always thought that that fourth plane, even though it crashed in rural Pennsylvania, it was always
Yeah,
Shanksville, that's right. They always thought that it was going to Camp David. Or the oh no, they've changed it. It was now either going to the Capitol building or the. See, now that makes more sense. That makes more sense than Camp David. Going to either the Capitol building or the White House, because you've attacked the heart of the US's financial area with the World Trade Centers. You've attacked the heart of the US's defense mechanism with the Pentagon. So where else are you going to go after that? You go for the heart of the US, which is the White House, essentially. See, if UA-93 was not brought down in Pennsylvania, they were going after the president.
They were going after Bush.
They were going after Bush. Now, then you tell me, conspiracy theorists, right? If this was all a big elaborate plan by George Bush to keep him in office, what sense does it make to kill himself? What sense? Although George Bush, yeah, less said about George Bush the better. Because I think they do go into some of the conspiracy theorists down the bottom. Do they go into some of them? Down the bottom? Because, like I said, there is loads. Motives, well, we know what his motives were. He was Osama bin Laden, he was a complete and utter... Yeah. So yeah, yeah, keep coming. Keep coming. No, keep coming. Just keep coming. It's gonna be somewhere down the bottom here. Aftermath, health issues, the economy, Afghanistan, cultural, legal, FBI, CIA, Congress. No, yeah. Then they did the rebuilding, the memorials. Is it going to be in here somewhere? In those other pages? I don't think it is. But yeah, seriously, what what sense does it make that George Bush, if he was a conspiracy theorist behind this, was going to send a plane to the White House just to kill himself? That makes no sense. Mind you, he wasn't even there. Because I remember he was down in Florida at the time. He was down in Florida. So, if he was going to send a plane to the White House to kill him and he wasn't even there, what's the sense in that?
Was it just to send a message?
Maybe it was.
We don't know.
Maybe it was. Maybe it wasn't. But it's like you said, we will never ever know. The Capitol building. I don't know what if they were going for the Capitol. I don't know what the symbolism is with the U.S. Capitol building. Because I know what the U.S. Capitol building. The White House. I know what the symbolism for the White House is. Because the White House is where the president is. So that is a statement of pure intent. Yeah. Meanwhile, work are coming in with more urgent gaps for week 48.
I think they were thinking that the president was home, but realised that it would have been.
Yeah, it would have been like St. Louis, wouldn't it? We missed. Here we go. U.S. Capitol building. Let's have a look. No, I don't want dovetail. On this occasion, I don't want dovetail, sorry.
You know, I did that. You know what I'm showing you? I was filming planes yesterday at Mobbery.
Yes.
I did that at. I was trying to film a plane from a distance. I noticed the plane was so underneath the camera and I went, we missed!
You're funny.
I mean, we missed. You know, did that Family Guy skit?
Yeah.
Because I just missed it because it went underneath.
Okay. The U.S. Capitol, or the Capitol or Capitol Building, is the seat of U.S. Congress, the legislative branch of the federal government. So...
Could have been a government building they were after.
Yeah, it was a government building, essentially. They were essentially going for the government building. Tony mentioned me. Hello, Tony. Are you just... yeah, that's just what you're doing. That's fine. That's fine. I'll do mine later on. It's fun, but yeah, it makes no. Some of it makes no sense.
Anyway, we're at Ryde St Johns.
Yes, we are. Absolutely, we
probably just distracted ourselves from a rivet game.
We have. We've distracted ourselves from a rivet route. Yeah, it's believed that was the intended target, or the White House. But I guarantee you that would never have got there. Because by the time everyone realised that fourth one had been hijacked, they already had the fighters in the air. That even got even close to Washington, bang, you done.
Yeah.
That would never have got there. Because like I said, they had their fighter jets in the air already. Because that's what they were saying, that the what brought down the first tower was that there was a third plane, but the fighter jet saw it, took it down, and it just went bump straight into it and took it down. But it was never proven because they had helicopters in the air. They had helicopters which had to stay, I think it was 5 miles away.
It was like we were watching Home Alone 2 the other day.
Yes.
And Macaulay Culkin.
Yes, Macaulay Culkin
was actually on top of the World Trade Center.
He was on top of the World Trade Center. We were thinking, well, hang on. At that time, you had to be a certain distance away from those towers. How on earth did you manage to get that shot?
Yeah,
because you had to be a certain distance away from them. But no, it's honestly, it's silly, isn't it?
and plus, how the hell did he get up there in the first place?
Oh, that's Meg coughing. I was wondering what that was then, but it's my sister coughing, having a coughing fit. Everyone's having a coughing fit. As long as the coughing fit doesn't affect me and my throat, because I have more videos to record tomorrow. She's got water. She'll be fine.
Yeah.
If she needs us, she'll. Okay, that actually sounds a bit more serious than it should be. Yeah, I'm gonna go check on her.
Yeah.
You have a chat.
Alright, okay. So what we're doing now then, we're just shunting this,
Yeah, you got about 2 minutes left, so.
so we're just shunting it to the other depot.
Yeah.
But yeah, so as soon as we shut this into the depot, that's the rivet route for the Isle of Wight gone off our things forever. I know there won't be no DLC for it. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a DLC for the original route with the class 4.8 5s and the 4.86s, which are the 23 stock, or also known as the standard stock. But other than that, there we go, we just go pulling it into the shed now. And we're done. Well, almost done. Slowly, easy do it. So yeah, oh, it's going to take a screenshot. But yeah, so to be honest, this ain't a bad route, but it's just how they've done the 484s, which are just stupid with that livery. But then again, one can argue that they don't actually have the actual livery, the licensing for the Class 484's livery. Mind you, I don't think we actually have a South Western Railway route. I think this is the only South Western Railway route we've got. So yeah, the licensing would be a bit different. But anyway, that will do it. We are completed. And we don't have to say any more to this route. You got a gold medal. So, I don't know what route is going to be next because I have absolutely no idea and I'm going to have to end this all by myself. But no, thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting, subscribing, all that stuff with the YouTube thing. And yeah, I actually get the last word. I can't believe I'm actually saying that, but I get the last word. I can't even think what the last word is, to be honest with you. But no, thanks for watching.